Really what we're trying to do is deliver a network of local sites that are aimed at providing local people in quite small communities a forum, a place online to discuss and debate local issues, local events, the things that matter to people in their local communities. And I think it's kind of important to dwell on this fact that what we're trying to do here is not create a really local news site. It's trying to create a local community site, a local platform for people to be able to engage and debate and discuss the things that matter to them in their local towns, villages and suburbs.
This is new. It's bottom up in terms of consumers engaging about things they want to talk about, setting up groups they want to talk about, connecting with their community in a way that they want to do. But it's utterly complementary with everything that we're presently doing in Northcliffe. It's very much based around conversation, not traditional journalism and editorial, which we believe has a strong future.
We'll demo you on one of the sites that we have just launched, which is Falmouth People. First of all, just to give you a sense here, in terms of the branding of these sites, of each of the sites that we've launched, the suffix is always people, and then each town has its own town name in the URL, and that's consistent across all of the towns. One thing that we'd like to kind of highlight is actually how different this is in terms of a traditional nav structure to what you might see on either local or national news media. Our focus here is around people. We want people to engage in local groups. We want to make this really the heart of the site. We want people to connect with other local people and engage with other local people, and hence that's the second thing that we highlight on the nav bar. And the third thing is that actually we want people not to be passive, just receiving content. Actually we want people to be content creators and publish their own stories, publish their own discussions, their own posts onto the site. So right is the third most important thing that we've highlighted on the nav. Front and centre on the homepage. I think this again sort of shows where our thinking's going in terms of how we want users to interact with the site. This is effectively a microblogging widget around local issues, which encourages people to engage around what's happening in their local community that day, that week, whatever. What we've tried to do is pull together on a single page people that are interested in a subject matter, articles around that subject matter, discussions around that subject matter, and coming very shortly, photos and galleries. Effectively, we have opened up our CMS, and actually users can now access our CMS in a really easy to create content way, and actually allows users to create articles and create content. We're trying to create a proposition which allows people to rate and review businesses in their local communities, and actually also business owners to go in and claim their business and actually add additional content to their business, make it a richer listing, a better marketing experience. So let's say we want to do a search for pubs in Falmouth. So if we look at, let's say, the Chain Locker as an example of a pub which has already had some reviews and been claimed by a business owner. We can see reviews for the Chain Locker. So actually some people have gone onto the site and reviewed this pub already and given it a starred rating. And that again is tagged against that person's profile, so I can see what other people have written about that pub, and I can actually follow other reviews that that person has written at the time. In the majority of cases, and probably more than 80% of cases, actually there is nothing like this in the local community. And so our aim is to launch wherever we see that user demand and the user need.
People's expectations now are much higher than they used to be, and I think that's a function of how ubiquitous the web has come to all demographics and all age groups now. And you know, the old days of maybe someone whacking a blog up, putting some stuff up once a week, not being utterly focused on delivering content and an infrastructure to the community that's very usable, isn't a sustainable business model. It's all about partnership. Absolutely, in Northcliffe areas we'll partner with local people brand. There will be a direct and intimate relationship between the sites in Bristol and This Is Bristol.
We want to look at how these perform and where we see engagement, and some areas we will and some areas we won't, and we want to shape those plans based on what comes out of the pilot. We believe passionately in getting something out there and seeing what users are going to do first, and over the next weeks and months to come, we have a whole raft of additional innovations around the product to make it slicker and sexier.